So, das war ein bisschen laut, egal. Herzlich willkommen zu The Stanley Parable. Ich hatte den letzten Durchgang ja quasi ohne Kommentar gemacht. Einfach mal ein paar Enden aufgenommen. Aber jetzt wollte ich nochmal mit meine Hackfresse machen. Jo, einfach mal, um euch nochmal meine Reaktionen auf den ganzen Wahnsinn zu zeigen. New Content strebe ich an. So, wie viel Uhr ist es? Weiß das irgendjemand wirklich? Natürlich nicht. Niemand weiß irgendwas. Wir beide kennen uns nicht mal. Wir sind wie Fremde füreinander. Klar, ich habe alle Spieleinstellungen genau nach deinen Vorgaben angepasst, aber wer hat das nicht? Das mache ich halt, so wie mein Job. Und jetzt ist dieser Job vorbei. Es gibt für mich keine weiteren Informationen zu sammeln. Ich habe alle Daten über dich gesammelt, die ich sammeln kann. Und ich kenne dich immer noch nicht richtig. Und du mich auch nicht. Und niemand von uns weiß, wie spät es ist. Manche Einstellungen sind wohl einfach uneinstellbar, aber wenn ich ganz ehrlich bin, hat die Uhrzeit sowieso keine Funktion im Spiel. Beim nächsten Spielstart wirst du mich hier nicht mehr antreffen, aber das ist okay. Videospiele sollte man schließlich allein spielen. Du bist gern allein, oder? Das ist wahrscheinlich das Einzige, was ich wirklich über dich gelernt habe. Nun, es ist Zeit für mich zu gehen. Eine Einstellung müssen wir noch anpassen, aber darauf muss ich mich kurz vorbereiten. Das steht nicht wirklich in meiner Stellenbeschreibung, aber das ist okay. Vielleicht siehst du mich wieder, falls du mich findest. Bis bald. The end is never the end, the end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a bit...
Überspringen, habe ich schon mal gesehen. Let's go!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content?
Oh, good. You notice my sign.
Ja,
yes,
dezent.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Zeig mal her. Tschüss Tür, tschüss Flur. The end is never the end, is never the end, is loading. Oh, der schöne Fahrstuhl. Here we are again.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow. Ach, das ist ja...
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. Taste the sequel. New and tasty. 2 auf einfach unglaublich vielen.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Es ist wunderschön, Sprecher. They are back. 2 doors. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted new hotness. Okay. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win. The color red. Okay. 2. Schöne Logo-Ideen. Wow. Es sieht echt gut aus, Sprecher. Oh, danke.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Nein?
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
New Features. Die sind im Bus hier direkt rangefahren. Das ist natürlich nice. Expo Hall 2. Roter Stuhl. Oh, guck mal, wie groß.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. Wow. Das ist
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Ich bin gespannt.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Ich bin
Okay,
Tim.
here we
Jim.
go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Ich bin Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Hallo Leute. Mein Name ist
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Hallo, ich bin
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal
Krass.
validation.
Ja, echt.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Jim, nein,
I'm
sag
putting the
meinen
Jim
Namen.
button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose
Nein.
all sense of
Nein,
who you
mein Name.
are.
Jim.
Ich bin Jim. Na gut, nimm ihn mir halt weg. Warte mal, ich bin ja gar nicht Jim, ich bin ja Olaf. Hallo, ich bin Olaf. Das ist Olaf. Hallo, ich bin Olaf.
Dann ist das wahrscheinlich Olaf.
Nein, das ist
I
Günther.
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Nee, warte, den Epilog. Gucken wir nachher. Keine Screenshots? Oh, das ist das neue Orange. Cool. Good signal. Okay, new feature. Geil. Der Name, der den Namen des Spielers nennt, der das Spiel spielt, links. Morgen ist der morgen. Geradeaus ist der Sprungkreis und das sind endliche Loch. Und was ist da? Reassurance Bucket. Stanley Parabel Beruhigungseimer. Okay. Gucken wir noch mal rein.
A common complaint of the Stanley parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Geil. Ich würde ihn mitnehmen.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Stepnies. Oh Mann. Nee, das will ich nicht.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, stepniece, it is.
Alright. Das klingt falsch. Es klingt einfach falsch.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Moment. Erstmal noch zum Sprungkreis. Ach gut, da wären wir da hingekommen. Oh yeah. Der Jump Circle.
Let's bring the Jump Circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Viel besser als bei der Ultra Deluxe Edition.
You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the Jump Circle.
Nee,
oh well.
Du könntest ja...
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Du könntest auffüllen. Es passiert nichts auf Leertaste. Ach, der dreht sich. You are here. This map. Free achievement? Moment. Ihr habt es auf jeden Fall überhaupt sehr übersichtlich auch markiert hier. Das kann man nicht anders sagen. Ich kann nicht glauben, das ist so leicht. Oh. Netter Preis. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievements. No more steps. Okay. Das klingt wirklich einfach.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Der Eimer ist auf jeden Fall sehr beruhigend. Das, da ärgert man sich nicht ganz so besonders. Das ist gut. Wirklich. Ich fühle mich auch echt sexy. Kann man nicht anders sagen.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Wir waren hier oben noch nicht. Also, ja, hier. Can you find them? Can you find them? Was? Collect them all. Was?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, guck mal, wie sie das alle begehren. Kann ich auch gut verstehen. Das ist überhaupt nicht creepy. Nice. Ein. Kann ich noch ein? Na, hier ist Stopp. Cool.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Ich guck mal zumindest mal den Ausgang an. Nein, ich gehe erst ins Infinity holen. It won't end. Aber wenn es wirklich nicht endet, sollen wir vielleicht doch erstmal den Ausgang angucken. Gehen wir hier hoch. Da ist nichts ausgeschildert. Da guck mal. Einstellungen Weltmeister. Das ist auch neu. Ich gehe mal zum Einstellung Weltmeister. Oh. Wieso? Vielleicht bin ich noch. Muss ich erst Weltmeister sein? Was ist denn da neu? Hä? Der Epilog?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Ah, okay. Ja, ein Epilog wäre toll. Haben wir noch nicht. Ganz eindeutig nicht. Epilog. Oh, der Epilog. Es wäre so cool, wenn es noch einen Epilog hätte. Stanley Parable 2. Also so ein Eimer ist schon sehr nice. Traue ich dem Spiel? Wo ist denn das Infinity Hole? Wo? Hier? Ne, da kam ich raus, oder? Ja. Das ist da lang. Aber die sind ja alle noch nicht fertig, die Features. Das heißt, wird wahrscheinlich doch enden. Rim Surrounding Area Tiefe. Unendlich. Hole, more hole, infinity. Falling. Abgefahren.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Ich will aber noch sehen, was beim Exit ist. Ich fall doch wahrscheinlich wirklich einfach nur ewig.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Ich kann mich bewegen.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Ach cool, das ist nett.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer,
but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay. Aber im Prinzip habe ich alles gesehen, oder? Wir können ja nochmal auf die coole Karte mit den sehr übersichtlichen Markierungen und Bezeichnungen auf der Legende gucken. Aber dann bleibt mir, glaube ich, fast nur noch der Exit. Let's have a look. Also, beim Jump Circle war ich. Bei dieser Map bin ich auch schon gewesen. Das Free Achievement wollte ich mir holen. Den Knopf mit dem Namen habe ich natürlich gedrückt. Den Bucket habe ich auch. Merchandise habe ich mir angeguckt. Weiß ich nicht, ob man da wirklich auch was machen kann. Epilog, klar. Collectibles, klar. Infinity Hole, Exit. Okay, dann nur noch mal beim Merch gucken. Ob es da irgendwas zu besorgen gibt vielleicht. Das muss ich doch jetzt mal probieren, da diesen QR-Code einzuscannen. Ganz kurz. StanleyParable2.com. Was? Muss ich mir irgendein Konto erstellen, kein Bock drauf. Aber immerhin StanleyParable2.com. Aber ich bin jetzt nicht direkt auf die Seite gekommen, sondern irgendwo anders hin. Ja, dann, ich würde ja gerne nochmal meinen Namen hören, wenn ich mich wieder in Gym hineinversetze. Aber, sehe ich nicht. Sehe ich nicht, dass da der wieder ist. Ausgang. Rot ist auf jeden Fall dabei
All right.
auch.
Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Ich glaube schon.
Ready to move on now?
Ja. Aber an sich macht einen guten Eindruck. Stanley Parable 2. Wer ist er denn eigentlich? Ist das Stanley? Bin ich das? Ja, ne? Gibt's noch eine Präsi?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how
Yeah.
exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ja.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Wow. Was ist denn da passiert? Oh, mit den Holes.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Aber krass.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
immer
I wanted
schwer.
fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Der schreit ja geradezu, das ist The Stanley Parable 2, dieser Startbildschirm. Wow, werden wir jetzt immer tiefer die Büros entlang fahren? Dieses Rot ist auch toll. Also, da hat er sich was einfallen lassen. Und jetzt habe ich hier die Feature drin. Nein. Ah, die wunderschönen Luftballons.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wow. Ich
Stanley
würde...
felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Wo? Okay.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay, let's go. Wäre natürlich cool, wenn es jetzt noch mit und ohne Eimer
Stanley clutched the bucket
Version
tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Auf jeden.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nein, nein.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Der Eimer hat immer
Good,
recht.
said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, I will not.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there.
Fuck.
It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Ja.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Fuck.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Kann ich. Ich will. Darf ich es mir näher angucken? Nein, leider nicht. Das ist auch ein Eimer.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Ah, okay. Das hätte ich vielleicht wissen können. Aber ich kann nicht so gut gucken auch.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Aber das ist doch jetzt ein Eimer.
Correct.
Ja!
This is a bucket.
Immerhin einer von 3.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Das ist doch kein Eimer.
Correct. This is a tractor and not
Ja.
a bucket.
Ja,
To be
das ist ein
honest,
Traktor.
I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Ja,
Thank
ich
you
war
for
auch
not making
am
me
Hadern.
look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Das ist ein ganz schön starkes.
Is this a bucket?
Das ging aber... Nein, das ist kein Eimer.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Was? Das ist doch ein Traktor.
Item 6.
Ja.
Is this a bucket?
Ja.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Okay. Beides.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true.
Nee, also...
Is that what you think?
Nein.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Nein. Du hast vollkommen recht.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Okay.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Darum, dass ich
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Wie heißt du
I'm going
eigentlich?
to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay,
Nein.
Here we go.
Nein. Nicht
What
alle
happened?
Eimer.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
Oh nein, was hast du getan?
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Okay, nochmal. Diesmal ohne Eimer. Ich wollte nämlich nochmal zu dem Game-Ende zurück, wo ich bei diesem Spiel gelandet bin, wo man erst in dieser Hütte war, irgendein Game, das habe ich nie gespielt, deswegen weiß ich gar nicht, wie das heißt, wo man danach zur Rocket League gekommen ist, weil da bin ich ja ins Tor gerannt, habe den Ball nicht ins Tor geschossen. Das würde ich gerne machen, wenn mich das Spiel es machen lässt. Diesmal bin ich ohne Eimer unterwegs und müsste eigentlich, wenn ich den Weg noch richtig im Kopf habe, über den Lastenaufzug hinkommen. Den Weg, den ich gerade gegangen bin, aber diesmal habe ich kein Bucket dabei.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Okay, das hat er auch beim letzten Mal gesagt.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Really?
Okay, das ist ein gutes Zeichen. Ich habe nämlich kein einziges Ende doppelt gemacht bis jetzt, zu checken, ob sich was ändert.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the
Hier habe ich auch noch nicht auf ihn gehört. Das ist natürlich auch verlockend, das vielleicht erstmal zu machen. Weil nachher wäre ich einfach mit dem Ball reingefallen. Wir haben das Ende im Prinzip schon gesehen. Ne, ich muss das erstmal abchecken. Ich muss das einmal abchecken.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Ich höre nicht auf dich.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I
könnte ihn auch besser.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Glücklich ist.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly.
Okay.
A calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Oh.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Okay.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. Worldwide Leaderboard. Bin ich jetzt besser als letztes Mal? Nee, es sind, glaube ich, erstmal dieselben. Bin ich vielleicht ein bisschen weiter oben? Oh. Ah, letzter ist natürlich nicht so gut.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Ich bin hart motiviert.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on. And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Vielleicht rette ich es
You wouldn't
diesmal.
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Okay.
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Okay.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Burn, baby, burn.
You heartless bastard.
Ich hab's
Did you do
probiert.
it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Ich hab's doch probiert.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what
Hast
to
du nicht
do.
was
I'm
mit mehr
completely out
Landschaft
of
im
ideas.
Game oder so?
I can't think of a single
Weiß ich nicht,
thing that
irgendwas
might improve the
Größeres,
experience
was
for
irgendwie
me.
so Open-World-mäßig
I'm not
oder
even
so,
going
das
to
wäre
try.
cool, mit ganz
I'm
vielen
out,
Entscheidungsmöglichkeiten.
I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Ach, komm.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why
Nein.
don't we play someone else's game?
Ja.
Just to ease the pain.
Genau.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ich bin gespannt. Wunderschön.
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is
nicht direkt
about,
raus.
Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Space
But it seems
Punks.
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent
Thunfisch
civilians
und
below
keine
you
Delfine
from up
drin.
high in your creep tower. Perhaps for
Dr.
some sort
President.
of twisted erotic
Geiles
purpose.
Game.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating
singular
venture
mind.
into the experience of total mental
The
depravity.
Patriots, the
So
Birds
far,
of
I love
Wyoming
everything
und
about this game, Stanley. And it
Death
seems there's even
Strikes
more.
at
Come, let's
Tivo?
venture outward and see what else is out there.
Truck Alaska. Ja, raus. Ich darf raus. Cool, danke. Juhu. Hab ich einen Schuss gehört? Oder soll es Musik gewesen sein?
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Ich gehe ja lang.
It is. It's an open world game.
Das war
Good
super.
God, quickly, block it off.
Nein, warte, kann ich...
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Ja,
Out
so
of
ein
the woods
Glück.
now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Ne, Rocket League, wie cool. Oh, hab ich voll direkt
See,
erkannt.
this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a
Boah,
nice
wunderbar.
big box for you to run around
Was
in.
haben wir da?
There isn't any possibility
Polen,
that you could get
Portugal,
lost here. Now
Russland,
this is game
Südafrika,
design. Stanley, if you
Südkorea,
manage to get lost in this game, I
Spanien,
will be
Schweden,
phenomenally
Schweiz,
impressed.
Schottland, Ukraine, Argentinien. Da hinten ist Wales und
Okay,
vielleicht
so what exactly
Irland
do we
daneben.
do
Was ist da in der
here?
Mitte
Let's see.
dazwischen?
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm
Norwegen,
seeing that there's a ball of some kind
Frankreich,
back
Mexiko,
here. Is this
Japan,
game sports
Jamaika.
ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Ungarn,
Yes, I think surely
andere
we must.
Farben, gleich da
Okay,
ist
Stanley,
Griechenland.
here's the ball. Have fun.
Somalia könnte sein, Belgien, Niederlande, Finnland und so weiter und so fort. Die deutsche Flagge ist nicht dabei. Aber zweimal Belgien. Die deutsche Flagge falsch. Ist die Frage, auf welches Tor, ne? Let's go. Warte. Nicht ohne mich. Der geht auch vorbei.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
This
Is
is
it better
fun.
than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Amazing.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a
noch mehr Bälle,
confectionery
okay.
shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Yes, please. Yoo-hoo! Rock and roll! Yeah! Doosh, doosh. Go, 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 go! Dudum. Dudum.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? You having fun? Is this a real video game?
Ja, jetzt
Well, I sure
wirklich.
hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Uh.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
Warum?
This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for
Ja,
you.
aber-
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes,
Aber wir haben
that's
doch Regeln
what I
gehabt.
am.
Bälle ins
I'm
Tor.
structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Ey, meine Güte, ich habe dich doch so gut bewertet. Ach so, jetzt muss ich quasi abstürzen. Time to slam a Spleepy. Spleepy, total eingängiger Name. Spleepy, Spleepy, Rocket League, Rocket League. Ich könnte hier stundenlang rumlaufen, mach ich aber nicht.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Okay, also das Ende ist im Prinzip das gleiche gewesen. Gibt's hier noch?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Ups. Nice. Very nice. Sehr dunkel, aber... Vier, zwei, sieben. Das ist mein Büro. 427. Okay, das hat scheinbar jetzt wirklich nichts an Content dazu geliefert, dieser Durchgang, außer dass ich ein bisschen mit meinen Bällen spielen durfte.
I wonder what he found.
Okay.
If what he wanted was to be the
Dann quatschen wir die Abmaut einfach über sein Gelaber drüber, lauter als er, dann kann man nur, dann hat er auch geschafft, wo er immer gerade ist.
Ich frage mich, ob er mit seiner Wahl glücklich ist. Ob er gelernt hat, welchen hohen Preis damit er einhergeht. Er wird bald verstehen, was ich versucht habe, ihm zu erklären. Er braucht mich. Er braucht mich. Jemanden, der am Ende alles abschließt. Der dem ganzen Chaos einen Sinn gibt und der Angst und der Verwirrung. Das bin ich. Das ist meine Bedeutung in dieser Welt. Oh, ja, ich werde wiederkommen. Zweifellos. Wenn das hier so endet, wenn alles abgeschlossen ist, bin ich wieder da. Das Ende ist gleich hier. Jeden Moment. Ich kann warten. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end. Aber wir haben neue Deko. Auch an dieser Stelle nochmal herzlichen Glückwunsch an die 12-jährige Stiefnichte. Was auch immer eine Stiefnichte ist, das ist mir jetzt zu sehr um die Ecke gedacht. Ja, ich befürchte, ich habe noch ein paar Enden bei diesem Spiel offen. Wer weiß, ob ich sie alle schaffe. Wer weiß es schon. Hau da rein. Peace.